With Russia's war in Ukraine approaching the one-year mark, the U.S. making another big commitment to helping Ukraine. President Biden announcing the U.S. will send advanced tanks to the war-torn country. Wake Up Charlotte's Susan McGinnis now in Washington with more.
Ben, in a big shift for the White House, the U.S. will be sending dozens of tanks to Ukraine. U.S. allies also stepping up their contributions, with the next phase of the conflict expected to be tank warfare.
This group is made up of some 50
President Biden announcing the U.S. will send 31 advanced M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine to help it defend itself and regain territory taken by Russia.
Putin expected Europe and the United States to weaken our resolve. He expected our support for Ukraine to crumble with time. He was wrong.
After resisting the move for months, the U.S. now sending a clear message to Russia and the world. The U.S. and NATO allies remain unified in support for Ukraine.
This is a big day in Kyiv, a bad day in Moscow.
The decision made in lockstep with Germany. Berlin announcing it's sending 14 of its own Leopard 2 tanks. A wave of help from the UK, Poland, and other allies expected to follow. Members of Congress appearing on board.
I hope and expect that Germany and other European countries with tanks in their inventory will move expeditiously to send them to Ukraine.
To those who want to pull the plug on Ukraine, you'll live to regret it.
The U.S. treading a fine line, helping Ukraine, but careful not to provoke a nuclear-powered Russia.
It is not an offensive threat to Russia.
Russia saying Wednesday any Abrams tanks coming from the U.S. will, quote, burn. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressing gratitude, hopeful the effort will turn the tide of the war, which is expected to escalate in the spring.
Now, the U.S. tanks are not expected to reach Ukrainian battlefields for several months. The Pentagon will start training Ukrainian forces on the new equipment soon. In Washington, Susan McGinnis, Wake Up Charlotte.